are the walking dead.
Mother dick! That's probably gonna be super fucking loud in the video. This is episode, what are we on? 14? This is Try. The only reason I know that is because we're going through the words in the poem of William Faulkner that Dale said. Someone pointed that out. All the words of this back season are through his poem, and or the words he said from William Faulkner's thing. So, yeah, there's a lot to talk about in this episode.
Oh my god.
Who the fuck do we start with? You know what? I'm gonna say this is one of the episodes where they had a lot of characters, but they all kind of had a purpose. It's not like they were there just to fucking, you know, it's not like they were there just to hear like 5 minutes of them babble.
Well, in the beginning we were kind of confused why they even showed Father Gabriel, but by the end we figured out why. But like in the beginning it was like he had like that one scene where he was ripping out the pages of the Bible, and then for the whole episode we're like, why the fuck did they show that?
Yeah, and I knew that scene was in the comic where Gabriel says that the people he's with are bad, and I didn't think that was going to happen for two reasons. The first being that he was with them, remember, with the whole Terminus group? Like, he saw Bob's leg, and I thought that he thought that the group was okay. I didn't think that he thought that. And two, he wasn't really around, so I was like, well, how the fuck are they going to just bring this up? And I guess, you know, they had that lead-in and stuff, so, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. Maggie knows now. She's probably going to go to... so much of shit is just going wrong already. Like, you thought that they'd be safe being in this community, and it's already just going... It's mother-dicked as Abraham. So I guess we can start with Abraham's whole conflict. The thing in the construction yard.
Yeah, with that idiot who shot the fucking hydraulics on the front loader, and the girl fell, and then he was just gonna leave her to die.
The running theme of this is that all the Alexandria people are fucking retarded. Okay, let's go down the list. First of all, that kid Aiden shot the zombie soldier and blew himself up with the grenade.
Oh my God.
And almost, we don't know if Tara's dead. Almost killed her.
Almost killed her.
And killed himself.
And got everyone else killed because of it.
And yeah, and alerted every single zombie from the explosion. Yep. And then there was the guy at the construction who shot the lift on the bulldozer, and that girl fell. And then he was gonna leave her. Two instances, and then the other instance is someone leaving. Someone was that guy. What was his name? Eric. When he pushed through the door and caused Noah to die.
Yeah.
And then he tried to tackle Eugene to get in the car, and thankfully Glenn knocked. I don't know if he's dead. I don't know if Glenn killed him, and then because we didn't see him in the car. All we saw was Glenn, Eugene, and Tara in the back of that car. We don't know if they actually came back, you know? So, I'm not sure. What else was there in this episode? There were a shit ton of zombies. I mean, I knew there were going to be a lot of zombies in that base, but I didn't know there were going to be, like, an insane number of fucking... Just because, I mean, I guess the explosion just alerted every single fucking one that was in that place.
And it, like, knocked down the fence that was keeping them out, so it was just a shit show after that.
We had some development with Eugene actually
shot a couple zombies for once, carrying Tara's body. Oh my god.
He did. He was a bit of a hero. I'll give him some credit.
And then he drove by in the van and drew them away.
Yep, he's like, Eugene's taxi service. I should have that as a caption.
Oh my God.
Come here, Eugene's taxi service. Oh my fucking god. And then we've got the fucking conflict back at Alexandria with that guy, that drunken guy, the fucking guy that Rick's gonna fucking kill.
The doctor.
It was interesting when he was toying with his ring finger, with the ring. I don't know if he's considering taking it off, if, I don't know. That's cause...
Well, I mean, because it was kind of that scene where he, you know, is like, where the asshole was like, oh, I heard you lost your wife, and like, obviously Rick hadn't really thought about, like, he looked down at his hand, like, he hasn't thought about wearing his wedding ring in a while, but...
Yeah, exactly, because, I mean, the thought of Lori is she's so, you know, she's been absent for, you know, a whole bunch of seasons now, and it's kind of irrelevant, and so I think that, you know, this is just so pertinent and stuff. I mean, obviously, my prediction for the next episode is he's gonna die. Basically,
There's gonna be some conflict.
In the comics...
I think they need that, well, I mean, because he's a doctor, I think they need him for Tara, at least.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, at the very end of the episode, I don't know, they had, like... with the previews for the next episode, they had, like, the graves, obviously, of the people who died, and I don't know if there's 3 or 4, so, like, we'll have to figure out.
Exactly, and I don't know if Daryl and Aaron are going to come in contact with this other group, the Wolves group, because did you see in the preview there were, like, lights that show? I don't know, they're either going to find Morgan or they're going to fucking run into the Wolf conflict. I have no idea which it's going to be. but it's definitely going to be one of the two. So yeah, we only saw Daryl briefly. It just showed the scene of him going out.
Right,
So
on his motorcycle.
it's just setting up what's going to happen in the next episode.
Daryl the sex symbol.
In the comics, basically the guy Pete tries to kill Rick. And that's why I said to Jack, I was like, "Oh, the gun must be for the father," because in the comics, he tries to kill Rick, and then Rick evades it.
The kid wants to have his mom have the gun so she could protect them.
Yeah.
So obviously, the father is a drunken moron.
It's funny how closely these past episodes have followed the comics. It's actually
it's kind of stuck great.
It's this like everything I've been saying. Like in these episodes, I'll say, "Oh, next week this." Like it's kind of like been following. The only thing that's not is that in the comics, Morgan is with them at this time. So, and obviously, right now in the show, we have no idea where he is.
Well,
so
now that we lost Noah, we have room for another black
that's
guy.
the thing. Like that's what the show does. They kill one black guy to leave room for another. You know, Noah joins, then Tyrese dies. Now Noah dies. I guess Morgan's gonna join. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a toss up.
I mean, if anyone has a chance of finding him, I guess Daryl will be, because since they're going out looking for people.
Yeah, what a fucking weasel Father Gabriel is at the end.
God,
like, what a douchebag. Like, he was with them.
He comes in, he's like, "Oh, they're all bad people." He's just as bad as they are.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, he freaking... All those people die in his church.
Yeah.
In the second episode, remember he admitted that he caused all those people outside of his church to die because he was a fucking scared Oh my god, dude, if Rick finds out that he did that, he's gonna...
Maggie's gonna say, because she overheard the whole fucking
Oh my god, dude, Rick is gonna tear him an ass. I guess that's how he dies. Rick's gonna be like...
Death by Rick.
Yeah, death by Rick. Rick death, yeah.
Rick smash.
Oh my fucking god. So, yeah, that was... Just cool action scenes. There were a lot of fucking zombies in this, more than in the previous episodes. But yeah, shit was just going. I
called it though. Like when they were walking down the corridors of the warehouse, I'm like, all right, who's gonna die? It's either gonna be Tara or Noah. Noah ends up dying, and Tara ends up like
she's on the brink. She's on the brink
of death. So
yeah, we don't know. I don't know if they'd go as far to do dual deaths. If she did, the thing is, if she did die, she'd be on that fucking stupid Talking Dead show right now.
Because we didn't really know the son that well, other than the fact that he was just a dick.
Oh yeah, but this is gonna set. This is gonna set her off, and the fact that Gabriel said that they're bad.
I mean, after that, because she in that conversation she brought up like how. Oh no! When she was talking to Maggie, like with the making what is it?
The civilization when you
making the changing like the construction guy to Abraham.
Yeah.
She was like, "Well, I've already given like all of your people like leadership positions, and now when her son comes back, doesn't come back, and he's dead." So I was like, "Oh, she's gonna be mighty confused with what to do now."
This is the wrong. Because
literally, there's no one else in power because her son was like the last person in power. Like Rick's group is basically taking over the town.
This is quite literally the wrong combination of events. The fact that this her son died and that she's received this information and now she's at conflict. This is just, I don't know, this is all happening at a bad time. There's too many things just colliding at once and I have no idea how the fuck it's going to leave the rest of the group.
And it's too bad because Noah was getting on the good side of her husband, but now that he's dead...
Oh my god, can we talk about that death? That was
probably those two deaths of I forget his name, the douchebag son. Aiden and Noah were probably two of the most gruesome deaths we've had in so long.
So Aiden...
Like, they could have put him out... Like, if I were them, I would have put him out of his misery. I would have seen, okay, he's stuck, we're not going to get him off. You know, put him... They just left him and he got eaten alive.
He could still be a zombie for all we know.
He's going to be stuck there as a zombie. Yeah, so both of them are going to be zombies now. And then fucking Noah got his face ripped apart with the camera closed in on it, and Glenn could only look. Oh my god, poor Glenn.
Oh my god, that was horrible. I would have closed my eyes. I would not have watched. But dude, like his entire throat got ripped out. That was
the side of his face was getting peeled
That was so nasty. I was like, oh my fucking god. But it was so funny. There was a moment where Noah gets trapped, and he's like, he's almost like he's a mom. He's like, oh fuck, I'm dead. And then he gets.
And then there's blood shooting everywhere.
It was so funny. I love that scene where that happens. I'm like, oh good lord. lord. But yeah, I guess some people are happy because he did cause, I guess, quote unquote.
Everybody hates Chris. Everybody hates Noah.
He quote unquote did cause the death of Tyrese and Beth. So I
Yeah.
guess there is some, kind of
Which
retribution.
sucks because now there's even less of a reason why Beth died. Even that, I still hate that. That episode, last season's finale, will be like one of my least favorite episodes.
The anger.
Oh my god, she died for no reason.
And the thing is, like, the ironic thing is, Noah would have been safer with Dawn.
Yeah.
He would have still been alive, just sitting in that stupid hospital room
folding
with her.
fucking clothes.
He would have still been alive, and then instead he gets fucking eaten dead. But I don't know if that Eric guy's alive. Glenn punched the shit out of him, but I don't know, because the shots, they showed shots of everyone in the thing. They saw Glenn driving it, Eugene's in the back caring for Tara.
I think he said throw him in the back.
I'll have to rewatch it, but I didn't fucking see him. So I wouldn't be surprised if he killed him, if he just said, oh yeah, he died with Aiden in the explosion. I would have said that, just because he's a fucking weasel. So many of these Alexandria people are weasels. Like, they think...
And then right before Aiden died, I think he confessed to the whole thing where when they were going out with that group and they said that the people died because they were stupid, he confessed that it was his fault that they died.
Yeah, this group is incompetent. They leave their people and they don't know how to survive. That's why Rick said we're stronger. That's why they're in positions of power. These people don't know how to fucking survive.
Well, they're literally dying out, and Rick's just taking over.
Rick is so true. He's like, they're the luckiest people because they're people who actually know how to handle themselves are handling shit now. And, they're going to... And I'm still echoing Rick's words that they're going to take the place. Because they pretty much, at this point, with the positions...
Basically, the sad thing is, though, they're taking over the place and they haven't needed to use any force at all. It's literally been handed to them.
Yeah, I know. Because they seem so weak. Because it's not like they had anyone... There was no competition for the cop role. There was no competition...
Literally, the only useful guy is the husband... Like, that lady's husband, because he's the architect and knows how to build shit. But
and maybe the doctor, but he's a fucking drunk who beats his wife. Burl beats his wife now. But,
God.
Yeah, so... Yeah, just lots of stuff. This was a rich episode. A lot of stuff going on. My review last week, Jack, you really liked the episode last week.
I wasn't here. I would have given last week a perfect score, a 10 out of 10.
Which I was surprised by. I think, what did I give it, a 9?
That was my favorite episode of the season so far. I could go on for a while talking about it.
It was different because it was a party and it wasn't like
there was just a lot of
Dead.
different things, and like I really liked the conversation that Daryl had with Aaron when they were out with looking for the horse, and I thought it drew parallels with Daryl's own.
Aaron's one of the guys of Alexandria I like. Like, he seems like a guy who's survival and. He seems like a decent guy, but the thing is, I think, and I said this last week.
It's because they're the outcasts.
Yeah, they're the gay guys, and that's why with Daryl it was so ironic that they had that meal last episode, because it was like, oh, they were the outcasts, all the outcasts were together, and I was like, that was kind of perfect that was the case. I mean, I like his character, and so I'm hoping they obviously do more stuff with it, but yeah, so good episode. What would you give this one if you were? I'm gonna go with a 9.5 on this one.
I'll go with a 9.5 as well. It was really good.
I'll give it a lower. I'll give it a lower score because I'll give it a lower score because I hate freaking Gabriel being such a fucking weasel. Now I'm getting pissed at him. It's like, dude, you do nothing. You kill all these people outside your church, and now you're like, well, I don't like these people anymore.
They are the devil's spawn, and the light of reckoning. Satan is here in paradise.
He's like a dumb little, like he's some sort of like super Catholicism. Like he's like, oh. Hey, did I tell you that...
Meanwhile, I'm ripping out all the pages of the Bible, so,
Like, he's giving her a history lesson. Satan disguised himself. It's like, don't be so dramatic, dude. Like, I guarantee
he's just trying to... Because he knows, like, really his only way to survival...
Words, he has no...
Would be with her, because Rick's group, I mean, they kind of just took him on. They don't really like him that much. So, like, if anything goes down, it's like him between, like, he's put in the middle between the two groups.
Yeah, so...
Although I don't think anyone's gonna like him.
Yeah, at this rate.
I don't think that lady's gonna like him.
Who the fuck is Catholic? Who's religious in this community? Is he fucking...
It's not even like... but he's not even really that priestly. Like, at this point, like...
He's just as fucked up as them. Remember the episode where he burns his collar? Like, he kind of gives up on his religion? Like, he's just... It's dumb.
He's probably, in my opinion, the most pointless... character. I mean, everyone was saying how useless Eugene is, although Eugene proved himself this episode more than he has in the past. But I think Father Gabriel is the most pointless character because he's a priest who's not even like set in stone in his own beliefs. Like, he's so wishy-washy with like one episode he's burning his car, the other episode he's like, oh, the devil is coming, and
I don't think he dies in the comics. I think he like runs away or something.
I hope he runs away.
Like in the comics, he runs away and his status is unknown. Like I don't even know what the fuck happens to him. But like I think that's what they say in the but I don't know. I will obviously.
Yeah, he should be a zombie priest. That'll be more useful.
Yeah, Eugene's in the comic. Eugene actually makes ammunition when he has this talent, I guess, as a scientist.
I mean, his purpose this episode was that he knew like what they needed to do for like the solar panels or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is enough. I don't think they were able to grab the stuff because of the fucking explosion.
Did they even get it?
All those people died for literally no reason. It's like.
Oh my god, what a clusterfuck. Oh my good lord.
That was a massive fuck up.
Alright, so lots of content this episode. We're talking about a lot of stuff that's good,
yeah,
so
two good episodes back to back.
Alright, so only 2 left, and then we got the giant finale. We're gonna be doing something really special for this finale. I haven't told Jack this yet. This is gonna be a good one. We're gonna add it maybe in addition or a separate video, so we'll see. So see you guys. Thanks. Tune in next week.